Hey FIGS, my name is Stevie and I'm a senior BSN student at the University of Massachusetts, Boston. I am also a certified nursing assistant. I have both inpatient hematology oncology experience as well as ICU step-down experience. Now, the reason that nursing is my passion and I decided to pursue nursing as my career is that when I was 16, I unfortunately lost my father to metastatic prostate cancer. I always went with him to his chemo appointments, radiation appointments, and to his follow-up appointments with his primary oncologist. My mom was working 2 jobs at the time, and we didn't want him to be alone during any of that. And likewise, his oncology nurse was honestly hands down the greatest woman that I've ever met in my entire life. She was just so empathetic, knowledgeable, compassionate, sincere, and so dedicated from the very beginning until the very end when we unfortunately lost him. I always looked at her as stability, as hope, as everything's going to be okay. And even though we unfortunately lost my father, she was still she still represented stability and hope for me. And she's the reason that I decided to put a little fire under my butt and get my grades up in high school, because they weren't that great back then. I was a little bit of a slacker, but not so much now. And through a lot of hard work and dedication, as well as support from my mom, my peers, and my teachers, I got into my dream nursing school, which is at UMass Boston, and I have loved every single second of it. And what it means to me to be a nurse is that you are like your patient's right-hand man, essentially, so to speak. Like, you're gonna be your patient's primary advocate. You're gonna be there during the good, the bad, the ugly, the in-between. You're going to be there when they need a shoulder to cry on, when they need to vent to you, when they have a question, when they're scared, like, oh, why am I starting this medication? And like, what's going on here? And like, you're there as a symbol of hope, stability again, and to answer any questions that they may have. And honestly, I truly love that about nursing. Like, you build the most sincere, most intimate and beautiful relationships with your patients so early on, and nothing can beat that. Even right now as a CNA, like, I've had patients when they finally go into remission that they told me that I made their hospital stay better and that I was always a friendly face for them to talk to, and honestly, that melted my heart. It almost brought me to tears. Like, that was just the most amazing thing that anyone could have ever said to me, especially a patient. What is the impact I want to make in healthcare? I do want to start off in oncology as a registered nurse. That is my dream. I'm trying to get a preceptorship right now in oncology for my senior practicum. I want to just... My phone ran out of storage. I'm sorry about that. But as I was saying, I want to gain more hands-on inpatient oncology experience with patients of varying cancer diagnoses at varying points in their treatment plans, at either the beginning of their diagnosis or, unfortunately, towards the end of their life. I would like to eventually sit for my OCN exam, which is the Certifying Oncology exam for nurses. And ultimately, I would love to attend a graduate nursing program, specifically a family nurse practitioner, dual Doctor of Nursing Practice program, because my ultimate goal is to work at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute in Boston as a nurse practitioner in the Genitourinary Oncology Center. I shadowed a nurse practitioner there a few years ago, and I absolutely fell in love with the patient population and the role of the NP. And I ultimately want to be part of the team that can pioneer new cancer treatments, new regimens for different pathologies, and just be part of a team to make people's lives better and to one day hopefully really kick cancer's butt and make it so no one has to suffer through that ever again, and people can have a better prognosis and more time with their loved ones and their families, because I would give anything to have my father back. But that leads me right into what motivates me, and that is that I have my father with me all the time, and it's funny, his favorite word was persevere, and that's what I've been doing for the past 7 years. I've been persevering, and pushing forward to pursue my goals and to make him proud. And so far, I think I've accomplished that so far. Thank you for your consideration, FIGS, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you.